Hello and welcome to part 2 of me and my conditions, ADHD. The reason I'm doing part 2 is because I kind of got carried away with the other side and I didn't do much on coping strategies or advice and opinions and whatnot. Also, I've got a little bit of a bubble to burst in a way. When doing the tags, I ended up typing in ADHD and because it's relevant in a way, I guess. And it came up attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, which is good. And then it goes disease or disease. No, disease. Get tongue right. Yeah, disease or condition, and I think it's condition. But it's a disease part that, like, it's word disease is just I don't know. I really hate it. It's not necessarily okay. So maybe like years and years ago, oh, maybe towards when like there like at one point I guess maybe it was considered a disease, but it's not a disease. It's condition. I I just hate the word, like it's just a personal thing that I like personally I'm against the word disease. It's one, it sounds vile. Two, it's like personally like having ADHD, I don't consider myself ill. Um, yeah, it's caused me like problems in life and whatnot, but it's who I am. I wouldn't be me without it, and you know I love it for that. And to me, it's a condition sort of. I don't know. It's just I've learned to live with it. So I don't think of it necessarily as a bad thing. I'd like to think of it as part of me. I, yeah, it's that's my yeah. As for the coping strategies, like moving aside from the whole disease, really is driving nuts. That anyway, yeah. As for the coping strategies, it one seriously does. I know sort of it's the whole in through the nose, out through the mouth, slower than that. Okay, yeah, so even I sort of forget to do the whole in through the nose, out through the mouth, and tend to just sort of always try and it's not necessarily the breathing pattern I try personally. For me it's the breathing slowly. It's like that keeping the control. It's not letting your body. It's not letting your body sort of win over, so to speak. To you, the only word I think to put it with is adrenaline. Win over to the adrenaline. Like the urge to just go like. Um, and I'm not sure if I clarified that we are talking about the coping strategies for the anger side of it. Because like I've always found that I could have I could easily be short-tempered. Yeah, so that's how I've always like that was my main helping point, my main coping strategy, and it seriously like 100% like hand on heart like helps. Like several times I've managed to avoid a situation by using that. Like it's like I said, it like for me personally, it wasn't the in through the nose like slowly and out through the mouth slowly. It's the just the breathing slowly. Although you are meant to do the whole in through the nose, out through the mouth, because I think it's something like it gets the oxygen. I think something like it gets the oxygen circulating around the brain and keeps it alert or something like that. I don't fully know the ins and outs, if I'm honest. But that's why I want to mention all the things that have worked and haven't worked. I end up stupidly mentioning that sort of hitting and whatnot. I won't lie, sort of. Okay, yeah, sort of like if you got bullied and whatnot, I won't lie because I've done it myself. Like I won't say not to do it, but I wouldn't say to do it because just like I also said earlier, I don't want to tell people how to handle things because it's just not how I am. Don't get me wrong, we'll correct like people if like it's not like on something like I'll, for example, like if someone says ADHD is a disease, like I'll explain what I pretty much just said a second ago to them. If they still don't, I'll just sort of breathe slowly and walk away. Um, yeah. The others was just walking away. I know that one took me a while to get to grips with. I know it's as simple as, but it's so hard to do. It's like it's like you get in like your brain's like in turmoil when sort of you like sort of your brain half your brain's thinking just walk away, breathe, just forget him or her or whatever the situation is, um, and yeah, just walk away and like calm down and think about this like sensibly. And the other part's like sort of just get him. And it's like you just like I said, sort of, it took me ages to like get to grips with that, and it's not necessarily use it. It's like not necessarily like learning to use it. It's in a way being able to use it because it is really hard to walk away sometimes. Like when you're really, really, I mean, just proper so angry, it's just like almost feels like your blood's boiling. Sometimes it can be so hard to walk away, but like there's been times where sort of I've walked away, and it's also given the other person time to calm down as well. And like I vaguely remember a time where sort of I was having this argument with the person. I won't name any names or any subjects to be honest, because I don't know. It's just easier in a way, I guess. Yeah, and like it was something stupid. I'll just say that. It's just like a little thing. But we're having a proper like over the top argument, and it was about to get like physical in that. And I just like I think that's like one of the first times I proper just thought out like it's just ridiculous. I need to just walk away, think about this, breathe, and calm down. And while I was calming down, the other person calmed down as well. And although on that time the person said like, "Okay, I'm sorry," and all that, like, they don't always say sorry, and but I also say sorry back because in an argument, like I've always found there's not really a winner. There's like I said, like I've always believed in personal opinion, and I respect other people's opinions. So yeah, so I do highly recommend breathing. I do highly recommend like working on just walking away, calming down, and thinking sensibly. Like other ones are just like saying like if like I wouldn't recommend it at all because some people can take it the wrong way. Sometimes just saying to like whoever's you have an argument with, like saying, can we just drop it, just like leave it because I don't want things just I argument save or whatever. I don't want things like getting out of hand. Just can we just drop this because I'm I'm like I'd say I just sort of suck it up and say I'm getting a bit too wound up over this to be honest. It's like, either not worth it or we can continue when we calm down. Just like the best way to control the anger side is not by controlling the anger itself, so to speak. It's controlling the situation that allows you to calm down, because you can't like give an example when you're feeling like frustrated and you just like when frustrated you just need to think, you just need everything to be calm and like so you can focus your thoughts and like calm down basically. And you can't do that if it's like I don't know, Like, there's a house party, you just have to like, well, don't say house party. It's like basically if there's a lot of people and it's like a wild environment or a lively environment, it's probably a better word to use. Yeah, it's extremely hard to do. So if you can control the situation, like, or the environment, so to speak, so you can have, say, like, and adjust, like, adjust, manipulate, whatever you want to say, what word you want to use, really. Like, get it so, like, both of you can calm down, right, to solve. Hence why the walking away works so well, because it's getting you away from the lively environment to a calm environment where your thoughts can be, processed and like calculated. Is a bit of an odd way to put it, but hopefully you understand what I mean. I said this was going to be a short video, so I mean this is why I decided to do these videos, because it's something I care about. Like, I want to help people that are like struggling to understand, or like help, whether it's understanding, whether it's dealing with, whether it's just looking for or want to know other people's understanding or opinions. I want to, I spread that. So if you can share, if like you want to or whatever, it would really help, because like not everyone understands like a lot of medical conditions, and like it's got to, like I've mentioned in other videos, it's got to a point in us as people that we're starting to accept it, starting to like accept that some people do have medical conditions, and yeah, I would like to help people understand. So yeah, don't forget to like, favourite, subscribe, whatever really. Like, as long as I feel I can help, that'll do it for me, to be honest. The more people that can view the videos is so much better. Thank you for listening. Till next time. Goodbye.